Hello everyone, welcome to another Rick's Picks. Recently, Mattel just announced that they're going to be doing a new line for their Masters of the Universe origin line called Turtles of Grayskull. And what these figures are is they're going to be a match between the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Masters of the Universe. So I'm really excited about this line because of the factor that I'm a huge fan of both. I mean, I've been collecting Masters of the Universe since, they originally came out before the Filmation cartoon. And I've been a huge fan of the Turtles ever since they first came out as well. So I'm really interested in seeing what they're going to do with this line. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to look at the prototype pictures and then give you my thoughts off of them. And then we'll see how this line, plays out. And just remember, if you do like this video, go ahead and hit that, thumbs up and subscribe. Small clicks for you, but it really helped this channel grow. So let's take a look at these guys.
Okay, so first off, we have Leo. I really like the way he looks. I like the way how they done his swords. They almost look like two halves of a sword and looks like they might fit together. But if you look at the way how the blades are set up, it just wouldn't work if they did hook together because your blades would wind up pointing out. But I love how they give him like this samurai armor kind of look to him. You got the L in the middle of his chest, and what have you. So I think he's a really good looking figure. I like the how they did his head sculpt. I like how he has like sort of like the brown, leggings, and then he has the exposed feet with the blue pattern on it. So overall, I'm liking how he's looking. I think he looks really good. And yeah, he's definitely one of the figures I'm actually looking forward to. Okay, so up next is Donatello. I like the way how his armor is. It got that teched out look for it. So, obviously it's the Eternia Guard, armor or Man-at-Arms, whatever one you prefer. It looks really good on him. I do like the shin guards and the armor on him as well. And also, if you look at his staff, you can see at the one end there's a little peg there. So it looks like something can hook on there, maybe another one of those clubs, because if you look at the top of his bow staff, that club pretty much is similar to Man-at-Arms club. So I really like the way he's looking. He definitely looks cool. And the armor that I feel like they picked for him suits his character very, very well. I can see Donnie definitely getting into the more futuristic armor opposed to a more classic armor. Okay, so here we have Mutagen Mutation He-Man. All right, now this is the first one that looks like an extreme change. Like Donnie and Leo, it was just basically the same characters with different armor, more, Eternian style armor and costuming. So this is the first one that has like a real extreme look to them. So what I'm wondering is, they say he's been mutated by the mutagen. I think it'd be really cool if the way they did that was used the slime pit, got He-Man into it, and then, slimed him with the mutagen. I think that would be really cool. I would love to see that in the mini comic because I'm sure these characters, just like any of your other origin characters, will also come with mini comics. But I like the whole look of him. I like that he almost has like a translucent purple skin. I like the way how they do his armor in the front with the orange and the black, and he has the headband and the glowing yellow hair. So I think he looks kind of cool. I like the way he looks, and I'm really, really curious to the backstory of this one because, I'm really hoping that they put a really cool, fun backstory behind this figure because it looks like, he should have something like that. So he's really cool looking. I like the whole way they did this figure. Okay, so here we have Man-at-Arms. They give him some of his more signature things. So he has the one shin guard and also the one arm guard. They gave him like a turtle shell shield, which is pretty cool. He also has a standard club. They shrunk up his chest armor. But what's really cool is if you look at his helmet, you can see like there's platelets dropping down from his helmet, which kind of resembles a samurai helmet. So that's pretty cool. So he's an all right figure. There's nothing to me personally that really stands out from him other than the shield and what have you. But still, I feel like he's a good addition to this set. All right, so next we have Krang. He looks like a mix between Krang and Megator, I believe his name is. He's a giant, like, ogre or what have you from the Masters of the Universe. And this is kind of cool. I kind of like how this is another mixed character. So I like how they have Krang in his stomach, you know, like he does with his power armor. Obviously, he has the standard Krang power armor, bright red hands and feet. He has Megator's green body. That chesting, that silver chesting is all, and his loincloth are both from that character. They kind of give him a mixed head between the Krang armor and Megator. So that's pretty cool. So he's a pretty interesting character. He's another one that I would like to see how they explain this happened in the mini comics and what have you, because he's another one like the Mutachin He-Man, is a little bit on the unique side, kind of interesting, and this character kind of makes you want to figure out more about what happened between these two characters and why they were combined in the way they are. So last on our list is Mousejaw, and I gotta say, unfortunately, this is the character that excites me the least, which really makes me sad because of the fact that Trapjaw has always been one of my favorite Masters of the Universe, you know, characters. So, you know, if anybody, he would be somebody that I was really hoping they'd do something really unique and cool. And I don't feel like that with this character. I just feel like he was just a throwaway character. I mean, they changed the color, a little bit of the sculpt of his body, but more or less he's Trapjaw with a mouser at the end of his hand. And then if you look at his belt, you got the legs for the mouser, so I'm going to assume that, you know, they hook onto the mouser, and then now you have Trapjaw and the mouser. So this one, like I said, is a bit of a disappointment, but once again, these are probably all prototypes, so there may be more to this character. They may have more accessories for him or other things, but like I said, that's a shame because he is one of my favorites. And, you know, I just felt like I said, you know, I just feel like they just threw them together like, oh, let's just take Trapjaw, put a mouser at the end of his, you know, robotic arm, and now we got Mousejaw or whatever. So, unfortunately, yeah, he's the one that at this point in time I like the least.
Okay, so now that we looked at them, I really think it's going to be interesting to see where they go with this. I mean, there's a lot of potential to do some really cool stuff with it. Some of the concepts are interesting. Some of them are a little lackluster, but overall, it's definitely going to be kind of cool to see what they do with this. So, with that being said, I hope you all did enjoy this video. If you do, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, share, and subscribe. They're small clicks for you, but it really helped this channel grow. So, until the next one, late.